But yes, we do have two small children together.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was the turning point? When did you get to the point to where you started to see that this may not be something that you want to be a part of?
Oh, wow. It was so many things. It was so many things. I got a lot of things written down, so because I want to try to get, just hit points. But
yeah, go ahead. Take time.
Going to Shabbat class every Saturday. That's where I want to start. There was never any worshiping of God. There was never ever any worshiping. As the Psalms say, raising our hands to God and worshiping. There was never any worshiping. There was never any prayer, reverence of God in the Shabbat classes. It was always, rehearsing the precepts. Let's rehearse the precepts, and everything was geared towards the men going out on the street, rehearsing certain precepts so you can tear down a Christian and with their beliefs. That was every Saturday.
Wow.
And it would always, even if it was it would always be a topic. It would always start off with a topic, but the topic was never addressed. It would always go back to, okay, brothers, will we, do you remember these same precepts? Quote to me, what's sin? What's keeping the commandments? 1 John 3:5. It was just like, it was quizzing.
Which is legal. Just a bunch of legalism.
A bunch of legalism. And it was like,
wow.
It was never any helping anybody, never delivering, never any operating through the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Nobody ever delivered from any demons. Nobody ever healed. Nobody ever prayed for it. No, I mean, it was nothing. And I was like, okay, I want my children to worship God when we go to so-called church.
Exactly.
This is not, we don't ever worship God. The music is centered around us being Israelites. We the Israelites. We the Israelites. None of the music is worshiping God.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, okay, this is becoming man-centered, and I'm seeing this thing, and I'm like, I understand. I'm filthy. My righteousness is as filthy rags. I can't do anything of myself, and a lot of it also is when I started to ask my ex-husband, my significant other at the time. They never told the women anything. Like, it was so much that was talked about amongst the men that wasn't talked about, out in the open with the women. So I started to ask him, what's the doctrine? Like, do we believe in the deity of Christ? Because none of that was ever touched. Like I said, every Sabbath, It was a precept packet quiz every Saturday. And my spirit wasn't being fed at all.
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, what do y'all, when the men talk, what's the doctrine of the Holy Spirit? Because I knew that they believed the Holy Spirit was the Mosaic law. I knew that. But I never could bang with it. I was like, that's not what the Holy Spirit is. The Holy Spirit is not the Mosaic law. And I know that. And I never sat right with it. I never sat right with the chart. But then a guy came out, I don't know if you saw the video, short 7-8 minute video, an elder who knew Abba Bivens came out and refuted and said that the 12 tribes chart was just a lure to get a lot of people in the camps. And so a lot of people stopped holding to the chart.